spooky house. And then when we were leaving, there was a giant spider. I don't care if there's 40,000 poltergeists or ghosts.
I think you joked like this, but you were scared too.
I was interested.
No, you're look at her now. He's not even admitting.
The one thing that put me over the edge was the spider. No, spiders.
Silly.
I cannot handle spiders. We're taking a little nap. Everyone's asleep except the one that's driving and me talking to the camera. And I'm getting kind of flashbacks to when we would basically come out these things and just pass out in the RV, which we'll be doing soon. This is probably technically the last Airbnb road trip that we'll be actually doing in a car, because our RV is almost done and we'll be living in one of those, which is going to be awesome. I'm gonna take this nap. I'm gonna shut up. All right, I'll see you in the next thing. Florida man walks down the street with a vacuum.
I just want to know where he's going.
Spoiler, we are in Florida. Allie has been crushing it right now. We're gonna get there. Maybe a zombie. Allie might be half dead.
I'm gonna go to sleep as soon as I get home. Airbnb was so nice, but it was just creeped us out, so I didn't sleep. Now driving, definitely didn't sleep. So I feel like my body's like my eyes. I feel like I have weights like right here, so it's like drooping.
Your weights on the bottom?
Yeah, and the top. But I feel like, you know, when you look at like a basset hound.
You look like the cartoon Droopy.
Who's that cartoon Droopy?
You've never seen Droopy?
Mm-mm. Like a basset hound?
I don't know if he's a basset hound.
No, I'm just saying like a basset hound, not baby.
Yeah.
So I feel like it looked like.
At any rate, we have 3 hours left. Yeah. Okay. So we are hours out right now. We're taking a little break. Obviously, this hardcore one over here has been driving the whole time. Trying to keep her from getting a sunburn or suntan on her face like a mask. Remy's over there like learning her ABCs, and I'm working on the vlog that you just watched yesterday. And then we have, like I said, 2.5 hours, and I'm exhausted. I didn't even drive, and I'm a horrible co-pilot. You feel silly, you know, having to leave, but it was that spider that put me over. Spiders are just not something I can handle. They're just too creepy. You sleep and they're like all over your face. I don't know, this is fear. But that whole like stat, I don't even know if it's true or not. I refuse to see, because what is it like? Not Pandora, but like if you open the box, you already killed the chicken or whatever it is. Keep the box closed, you don't know, so it's not dead. You know what I'm talking about? If I look up if spiders go in your mouth when you're sleeping, then I will never sleep again. But if I don't know that, I can be in denial. Snakes I used to be terrified of, not so much anymore. Spiders, they're just so creepy and they're crawly, and I hate them so much. Diesel's right there, and Zoe's backed up right there. This is overrated, bud. Whoa, what is that? Break time. Almost home, we got less than an hour, bud. It smell good? Totally? You're getting too tall now. Thank you. You want to kick up some leaves? You want to sit, but you sit in the wrong place. What are you sitting under here? Burrito? Just chilling at the rest stop. Watch this. Ready? Who are you saying bye to? Ready? Kick. 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 We got the RVs. Ours is almost done, bud, and then we're going to be traveling, okay? You sit right there. Okay, we sit. Are you happy? You got your balloon? You're so happy your pants fell off. What happened to your pants? She's like, I don't know. Naturally, we get home and little Zozo like hurt herself, so we have to take her to the vet. I feel like when Marley left us, Zoe was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like that too. So she's getting checked out. You know, the hip dysplasia stuff that I've always talked about? It's been acting up a little bit more. I mean, you guys have known this has been something that's been, unfortunately, since she was a puppy. The first x-ray she's ever done, they were like, this will eventually be a situation where she might have a hard time walking, which is what she has, hence the wheelchair, and excuse me. So I don't know, I'm a little nervous right now. Even when I go to the vet, if when I go to the doctor, I bring the dogs to the vet, it's always nerve-wracking. It's anything, any doctors and stuff. They're gonna probably go get some x-rays on her. Hopefully it's not like a spinal thing or anything like that. Like hopefully she didn't really hurt herself. I really, really, truly hope that's not the case, because then I'll feel really awful that maybe I could have like kept her from doing that kind of stuff. Hoping for the best. She's a strong dog. She's gonna be 16 in December, which is insane. She's an insane, crazy dog. I'm just gonna sit here waiting, you guys. Just basically shit my pants waiting. But it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Remy is now asleep, and that means time to clean all their toys. Look at this. She came home, grabbed every single one possible, and proceeded to throw it everywhere. The little ding dong. I was reading some of the comments of yesterday's video where we said why we left so early. It sounded ridiculous. However, I'm not kidding. I was going to film everything of Remy, but obviously I went to go film it and the battery was dead. So, don't know why that was like that, but maybe they changed my battery and drained it. It's Remy going out there and just laughing and pointing, going, hi, 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 like doing that. Freaked the hell out of me. And I know kids, you know, have imaginations, like imaginary friends. Actually, I don't even know when that starts. Does it start at a certain age? No, I gotta hide it from her. Allie was making fun of me and saying that, oh, it's no big deal, or whatever. And then she went to go do it, and she was doing it to her, and Allie was like, Char, I kind of want to go home now. And then the toothpaste just somehow fell. That part, I think, was just an accidental thing. Are you, no, you don't drink that. But all these other things, all these delicious, ooh, look at these.
Blackberries, we're gonna try those. Dude, I'm trying
I love these.
Oh my gosh.
These are my favorite.
So blackberry red.
I love raspberries.
So you know how I told you those things, that like hanger thing that I wanted to do by the front door of the RV? Mm-hmm. They have it at TJ Maxx, but they had all these different ones. I thought we could go look at them, either see which ones we like or try and recreate our own. I know sounds weird, but I even got sauerkraut because I thought maybe she would like sauerkraut on a hot dog. You don't like sauerkraut? No. Sauerkraut is, I love sauerkraut.
What do you like that? Is that for your art supplies? Yeah? Remy and I took a little nap. And she did not want to get up. See that? Look at that little photo. I was like, come on, time to get up, time to get up. And she would not let go of me. She was like a little spider monkey. You want some wine? Okay, you want some wine? How about some raspberries? Can I give you, I'm going to clean the raspberry, okay?
Raspberry! Schnozberries taste like schnozberries. I don't want that to get all over your clothes. Because you know how hard it is for me to keep anything of yours clean? It's like next to impossible.
Okay, now you want the blackberries. Okay, well.
Did you have a fun trip?
I liked it.
I had a great trip. I was just a little bit freaked out.
I told him accept the whole poltergeist.
I mean, I drove through the night, people.
Okay, say please. Okay, so here, I'm going to get through it. Okay, Zoey's fine as far as her blood work, her pain tolerance, her heart, all of those things. But now, she can't walk, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Zoe's had some issues walking, but she's had hip dysplasia for a really long time. So I've just noticed over the course of like the past like 3 to 6 weeks that her walking is just like gotten significantly more difficult for her. So they went in and they told Char today that her left side.
So the back left side is curving in and essentially is paralyzed on the left.
If you want to find a positive in this, she's not feeling pain. It's not fun to hear that she is paralyzed. Char's been like racking his brain as to how it's gonna happen, and if it was his fault, and if it was our fault, or did we do something different? Was it us trying too many things with her? And she's had this going on for a very, very long time. Before it even gets to that question, no, it did not happen while we were in Georgia. It was not like us putting her through too much when she was on a hike. This is something that's kind of been like a built-up thing in the making.
If I were to go and do this to Zoey, she normally would go crazy, right?
You see her right now.
Chill.
And she's very relaxed and she's laying down. But like when she has to go to the bathroom and things like that, she just needs assistance with the back end of her. So the front end of her is still very strong and still very mobile.
So we're still trying to work on the wheelchair situation and make sure she's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like getting the
But it's still not, you know, it's like taking away one. I mean, for a human, I feel like it would be like taking away one of your legs. This old girl's so used to using all 4 legs, and she's very broad up front, and now she lost one of her back end, and now she's like, ah, crap, my left. She's like, my left leg was my strong leg, and now
she's literally a tripod. You get to see how she feels that. You already do that.
She do.
Back. She doesn't feel that.
The biggest thing that Char asked the doctor at the vet was like, is she in pain? And they said no, which is. That's like the number one thing. Like she
literally
eats.
the chart was 0 pain. What they did is they used something called a gator clamp. They took her
like the webbing of your fingers.
the webbing right there, and they clamped
it's
it.
very sensitive.
What they do is they do that to see if there's a reaction. She did it, so she did it on her left foot, so it didn't even look back. But then she did it on her right foot, and she looked back. I guess what I'm trying to say is what we have to do now is obviously try to get her used to the wheelchair. She said, think of it as kind of like a lizard tail. Like when the lizard tails...
Regenerates?
Like, well, no, like when it's taken out. Like when it's lost. Only thing is the nerves. So it just reacts. Her left leg. The nerves know what to do, but the muscle can't necessarily meet up with
reciprocate
it.
that action.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's like a involuntary.
Like a video game, like if you're pushing B to do that jump or whatever.
Right, it's like
but
involuntary.
It's like, yeah. She's really milking the wagon thing now. I would say that whenever we put her in the wagon, we could never get her to look comfortable. Like she never looked like she was comfortable.
She was
She was always like bracing herself, and it was like felt like she was missing out. And it's so funny. She finally like relaxed and found her happy spot.
The neurological thing, she wasn't worried about her brain, any neurological issue. The only thing she was worried about was kind of like, think of it like a slip disc. Something Allie has all the time.
I don't think I have a slip disc.
No, just bad
pain.
back. Yeah, bad back. Which could have been caused by like sitting up, falling over, or just tripping, or just walking.
We always say like Zoey was reminded us of like
a turtle. I didn't really want to talk about it too much, but I felt like it makes me feel better.
So she has to wear a diaper. Not always.
No,
just so that you guys
like she's
know
not
that.
wearing one right now.
She's been wearing one on and off for a couple weeks.
When she's not wearing one, she's fine.
Yep.
And when she wears one is when the issues happen.
Yeah.
Like I just realized that.
Mm-hmm. And I know that people are gonna say, "Oh my gosh, she's wearing a diaper. That's bad." But no, it's really not. Because she's paralyzed. She knows how to go to the bathroom, but I think that she can't get up in time to go out to go to the bathroom. It's really interesting.
She barks when she wants to get up.
Yeah, it's just she used to. Tonight after dinner, Char was helping the baby, and I brought Zoey out, and she was in the wagon, and she's like, "Listen, I don't want to be in the wagon." So I took her out of the wheelchair. So I walked around the entire backyard with her, where we just held up her back legs. She's got so much strength and mobility in her front of her, and she's like laughing and not laughing, but panting and happy. And visually, it could be a really hard thing to see. But I think
something I kind of knew was going to happen since I got her. I noticed that she had crossing legs. Is that she had. I mean, she's probably German Shepherd for all I know. German Shepherds tend to have that arching back. It sucks because like she's usually pretty active. I wanted to say it because like if somebody kind of saw there's like a pad or she's in a diaper or something like that, because
the internet can go down a rabbit hole of things and write some things that may come off a little insensitive when you don't know all the facts, and it can be really hard on Char and myself, And Zoey is doing good. She's an old girl.
She's almost 16. She'll be 16 in December.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's got a little hiccup that she's going through right now. It could have been worse. I mean, that sounds horrible, and I don't want it to come off that way, but know what I'm saying? Like,
it could have been like we were like worried it was neurological.
There's a lot of things that we've read that we can do at home with Zoey. If you guys have any recommendations, make sure you let us know. Thanks for bearing with us with the crazy haunted places. It's
been a weird week. Allie hasn't been sleeping in probably 4 days because of the ghosts. I read the comments. People were like, if my child was talking to a veil, they would be out at the same time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I appreciate everything. Zoey appreciates everything.
She's like going to be snoring in about 2 seconds.
She already is. She's been snoring the whole time. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.